and welcome to the fifth Dev Talk in Aperture Tag. First thing you're gonna notice is I'm not in Aperture Tag, I am in Counter-Strike Source, and that's because I'm gonna be talking about surfing. Why am I gonna be talking about surfing? Because it's one of the features that I wanted to include in the Aperture Tag, but that I just was limited to include, and it's one of it's one of those things that I was like, oh my god, this is gonna work so great, it's gonna be so much fun. But then it turned out that the Portal 2 engine just kicked me in the butt, and I just couldn't do it. And I'm gonna be explaining why. So first I'm gonna explain what is surfing. Okay, so here I am. So the first thing that's gonna happen when I spawn is those two commands. If I can find my mouse, these two commands is the water accelerate and air accelerate. And what they basically do is they allow me to accelerate a whole lot more while I'm in the air. So for those of you who have played already Counter-Strike, what this allows me to do is basically it allows me to airstrafe. It's not really obvious here, but it allows me to control better my movement while I'm in the air, which is not realistic, but it allows, especially in the pros, it allows them a higher level skill. Navigation is really important. So I'm in a zombie escape map, and what basically zombie escape is you have a bunch of humans who then try to escape because after 30 seconds some of the humans get picked as zombies and they just have to go and knife everyone. Surfing is just basically endlessly falling, but like falling forward. So for example, if you notice, the ramp goes down. So if I just go and like jump on myself, I'm just gonna fall to the side. But the trick here is because of the high acceleration in the air, I can press the opposite key, which in this case is A, and I can go forward because the ramp is forward. So it just cancels my tendency to fall to the side, which is really good, because then that means that I can do this and then woo, I can surf it, and it's really fun. It's a really fun mechanic. It's not realistic, but it's incredibly fun once you get to do that. And some people in the surfing community have managed to make some great maps, and you just see them and you're like, what the hell is going on? But it's really fun. It's really satisfying once you do this. And I wanted to include this. Basically, I wanted to be able to just surf and do these little ramps. I will have taught you step by step how to properly do it. I will teach the mechanics to the player. It's a nice challenge that I wanted to take, and something that I thought was going to be really satisfying. So here's an example. What I could have done is if I have the gel gun, I could paint red here, which then will fling me forward, and I will have some speed for when I enter to the surf ramp. So when I go, it's like I accelerate, and then I can surf along this little turn, and then keep going out. So that's what surf is. So now I'm gonna go to my mod. Okay, so here I am in my mod now, and this is the surf map. You can actually see one of my oldest videos when this was completely bad. I just was very in detail. You can notice here that no paint is needed. I'm gonna explain that later on. So this is the only thing that I could implement of surf. It's very basic. It's just like how I thought it would be. You use the gel to just go to the ramp, and then you turn to the side automatically. So yeah, a little bit of fireworks effects there. Okay, so why I couldn't do this in Portal 2 is because that command that you saw in Counter-Strike Source is not here. So if I try to do it, ASB air accelerate, it doesn't exist. So I cannot properly surf. So if I go to the ramp and I press the opposite key, I'm still gonna fall down, which I'm gonna demonstrate now. So yeah, I fall down. So I cannot surf here, which really limited what I could do with the surf. I experimented for a week, like what can work and what I can save. Could I save the ramps? Maybe I could save some turns. Maybe I could save just going straight. And it turned out that the only thing that I could save was the turning ramps per se. Why does that work? And it's a very little bit of physics involved here. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to go ahead and do this again in slow motion just to show you guys what's going on. So I put the, I'm gonna actually make it a little bit slower. I think that 10 times as low as currently is gonna be good enough. So now I'm gonna go and accelerate, and then when I hit the ramp, I'm only going to be going what the surface, so I'm gonna be controlled by the surface here. So once I hit the ramp, I let go of everything. I'm just gonna control my mouse. I hit the ramp, I want to go up and also to the side. So that's why I'm turning and kinda going up. But then again, gravity is going to be acting upon me. And so I'm gonna go down too. So now I'm gonna go and do the same here. Let's slow down. Hopefully I won't die. And it's gonna be more obvious. I'm gonna go up a little bit and then I'm gonna go down. So let's go. I'm hitting the gel now. I'm hitting the gel, so I'm accelerating. Probably not that obvious because of the slow motion. And then I hit ramp. So now I let go of the keyboard at all. I can see the fireworks coming on. It's really cool, slow motion. So you see, so you know the surface of the ramp is turning me to the side. And then I'm kinda near the edge, but I added some clips there, so it's not obvious. And then I go down again because of gravity. So here I cannot press A to just cancel my fall down, so I just have to live with it. But you know, it works out. So what happens is that I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna bounce. You never have to do this in the mod because it's just too chaotic and it's too difficult to predict. So let's just go. And then I'm gonna bounce. And a little clip here saved me, but you may not have that clip there. So yeah, this is surfing. This is surfing in Aperture Tag. What I wanted to do, I wanted to be able to do jumps so that you could go ahead and like do a ramp and then bounce and then hit up and then bounce again and then keep surfing. That's something that I really wanted to do. It was a challenge that I really wanted to take that I couldn't because of the limitations of Portal 2 and the commands that they gave me. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful at understanding surfing, and I hope you enjoy surfing as much as I do. Thank you. Goodbye.